Hey YouTube, shout outs to my pink ladies, my T-birds, and just happen to be watchers of my shit. This is episode 3 of season 6 of Reveal. Now before we get started, I just need to throw a little bit of shade. So to the bitch that said, don't nobody want to see me smoking on my videos? Watch another bitch review a show. For the rest of y'all, welcome back. Or welcome back for the first time. So anyway, this week's episode was the first time that the two separate groups from the last 2 weeks all joined together. Okay? So we start with some instant shade, and of course, the Rolodex of hate is upon us with Miss Bianca Del Rio. Now, I will tell you this. I do remember at the beginning of the season, I did not like Bianca. I thought she was a nasty little cunt. But as I know her now, I just know that's her sense of humor, and I fucking love her. But anyway, let's continue on. Oh, before we do that, the look goes as follows. So, initially, it was supposed to be a mermaid look. This was supposed to be down here. And then once I watched the episode, I realized that Adore was dressed like a mermaid. So I had to switch it up. And yes, I already know because it's revealed. I know what the challenge is going to be. So I kind of have the outfit already ready. So anyway, the look goes as follows. Now I got to give you a good bam. Did you see them good shoes? No, bitch love a rhinestone shoe. Yes, God. I don't got on the best girdle because I'm not about to struggle to put on Spanx for y'all asses for a damn YouTube video. But it is what it is. So anyway, hog body. Damn, me and Adore really was dressed alike today. So anyway, we start off with the mini challenge. And each girl from week 1 has to pair with a girl from week 2 for the mini challenge, which were them doing a RuPaul song. One is the top and one is the bottom. The highlight of that is Courtney act like, I'm the bottom. Wait, I'm the top. Like, that was cute. But the winners end up being Adore and Milk, which watching the video back, yeah, they were fucking pretty funny. So now they pick teams because as we know in RuPaul's Drag Race, if it's a challenge and 2 people win as a team, it usually means it's about to be a team challenge, and one of each is the captain. Well, lo and behold, Adore picks all the girls from her week. Milk picks all the girls from her week. And then I was like, why I gotta be black? Because why y'all pick the black girls last? I kind of felt a little bit some sort of way about that, but not for not, because they sucked, but y'all ain't know that after one challenge. Quit playing. So anyway, they have to act out Drag Race Me to Hell, which is a horror movie and a horror movie franchise. So Team Milk gets the 60s, which is the original, and Team Adore gets the 80s, which is part 5. Okay. So they have their ups and downs. First of all, who in the hell told y'all to make April Carrion the butch lesbian? Like, can we stop it? Y'all know good and hell well that girl ain't had no business playing any parts of Butch. It reminded me of that year they had Kenya Michaels playing Butch. Like, girl, no. When somebody is femme in and out of drag, you don't make them a Butch character unless you know they can act. She already has a language barrier. Shouldn't have did that. With that also being said, Trinity K. Bonet was pretty terrible too. Initially. But like they say at the end, and I'm jumping ahead because, spoiler alert, they already aired this season, so you should already know this. Trinity did end up not doing so bad, but Trinity did start off really, really bad. The only thing I could think about was the 80s group. And I'm like, Adore and Gia Gunn is dumb and dumber. Whoo! With the air in them two's head, I could fill up all 4 of my tires on my car. Like, woo, they dumb. Ooh, they dumb. They so dumb. But, some surprises were Jocelyn Fox was really good to me. It was not any surprise that Bianca and Courtney were going to be good. They were seasoned queens. I'm going to get into the shade. Like, again, now that we've watched season 6, well, I've been watching it from the beginning, but now that I've watched season 6, 7, 8, All-Stars, and now going back to 6, I'm now starting to see the shady editing much more clearly and the favoritism much more clearly. Okay? Like I said, I don't want to be the RuPaul's Drag Race whistleblower. I don't want to be the WikiLeaks of RuPaul's Drag Race, but I'm going to call it what it is. I'm going to keep it 100 because that's what I do. That was a terrible tongue pop. Let me try that again. Now, so it was crazy because in the workroom, right, Trinity is talking about she eventually wants to be a Beyonce impersonator in Vegas. And she's talking to Vivacious, and Vivacious is like, you know, those girls are really seasoned queens, and Bianca is kind of telling her that because they're like the seasoned queens of the season. So she's like, but the Britney impersonator's not that old. She ain't been in the game for 12 years. And they're like, but she really looks like Britney Spears. And I said, bitch, you y'all talking about Derrick Barry. Whew. First off, let me just say this. Derrick Barry was terrible on his fucking season. Should have been gone. They were saving him for Snatch Game. That's some of that favoritism. We gonna come back to that. I actually reviewed that, but maybe they'll do reveal some years down the line and I'll redo it. But she was horrible on her season. And then I seen on YouTube where Tatiana was at her residency, wherever she usually does her club stuff, and she was doing Britney, and she brought Derrick Barry out. And I'm put it to you like this. Tatiana was a better Britney. Derrick Barry, you just look like Britney Spears, boo. Like, your dance moves are not as sharp and polished as Britney's. Like, Tatiana did a way better Britney than the paid Britney impersonator. You better just thank your mother and father for them jeans that you just happen to look like Britney Spears, boo. Because if you didn't, I don't think you'd be that high paid of a Britney impersonator. I really don't. But anyway, moving on from that. I do want to talk about RuPaul's look, because RuPaul's looks started blending in. I'm going to say probably about season 5. They all started looking alike. This look, the dress wasn't nothing special. But bitch, that gray hair with them dark roots, bitch, I want that wig. Okay, so now, let's get into the runway, because that is my favorite part, and I'm sure it's all of yours. So, the main stage was best drag. But hell, I don't think none of these bitches wore their best drag, so I wasn't wearing mine. Now, so we'll start in order. Bianca Del Rio comes out. It's a very classic Bianca silhouette. It's just a long gown, but it's done well. She's a seamstress. That's what she do. It's done very well. It's got a nice big collar on it, the matching fascinator. It was okay. You know, it was Bianca. I've seen Bianca look better. I've seen Bianca look worse, but it's usually that silhouette. Bianca is a girl of some age, though, so I understand, like, you're not going to come out here in a catsuit. Courtney Act, I absolutely love this Australian homage dress. It was fitted. Her body was right in it. The actual gloves actually going into the flag, like, everything was right. This is one of my favorite Courtney looks. Jocelyn Fox. I like the dress. Y'all will find that out in the Night of All Rules episode that I like the dress, because I got one damn near just like it that I'm wearing. But it looked unfinished. Like, it really looked like it was just a no. It didn't look like it had a seam on it to me. It looked like a fabric that you could cut and it wouldn't run. But also, what irked the entire fuck out of me is that you had on a metallic gold dress with silver accessories and black shoes. Bitch, that's nobody's best drag. If you're going to mix gold and silver, it better be a reason that gold and silver is mixed. Otherwise, if you're going gold, you need to go gold. Similar to that, I'm going to skip ahead because I want to say the same thing about Darian Lake. First of all, Darian Lake was giving me Stacey Lane Matthews, the house down boots. Speaking of boots, you had on all this silver fringe gown, this silver pleated cape. It wasn't nothing special to me. It definitely wasn't best drag. It's not even the best thing that I've ever seen Darienne Lake have on. I think her entrance looked better than this. But she had on black shoes. Y'all are not brand new drag queens. And even as a straight woman, yes, you do have to have a black shoe. But you at least better have a nude, gold, or silver. I'm just saying. And this is your job. It's not my job to have as many different color shoes as I got. But bam, got on the teal dress, got on teal shoes, rhinestone up. I got better drag shoes than what these bitches had on. You understand what my problem is with that? Like, if you gonna wear gold and you gonna stun with gold, then stun with gold. Everything need to be gold. If you're gonna stun with silver, everything need to be silver. I cannot stand somebody in white too. If you're going to have on all white, you better have on a gold, a silver, or a nude, or a white shoe. Do not have on no fucking black shoe. I'm sorry. That's a pet peeve of mine. Woosah. Now, so let me go back to the order. Trinity. Absolutely fucking stunning. That orange. Another little side note. When I went to prom, I wore lime green because the company I ordered my dress from, they had to cut it in my size because I was a size 14, and I'm still a size 14, which is crazy as hell, but 14s were a little bit smaller. They had to cut the dress in my size. The only one they had in stock in my size was off-white. I wanted orange, and they couldn't get the silk in time. So an orange gown to me, I love. I know I read Coco for Filth, but her orange dress wasn't cute. You're going to wear a color like that, it better be sickening. And Trinity K. Bonet, bitch, work. She had the orange rhinestone earrings. See, that's how you do drag. That was a masterclass in pageant drag right there. Gorgeous. Milk came out as Pinocchio. I have to tell y'all, this is about the time that I started seeing other forms of drag is okay, because I used to be really, really big into, like, no, I like the Trinity K. Bonets. I need you to look fish, film, pageant. This is the time that I started really seeing it for the art form that it was. And this look from Milk is everything to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is everything. It is everything. The only thing is she wear them black platform shoes one more motherfucking time. But the thigh high with the bodysuit, I would have liked to have seen more breast. Only because, I mean, and you can do androgynous in drag. That's not a problem. I'm just saying for the drag race competition, I know that they like to see a little bit more femme on certain people, because some people can get away with never patting, like, what's the bitch, Pearl, and they love it. But I would like to just see this built up a little bit more because it was a blousey top, just to make it look a little bit more femme. But other than that, I loved it. Skipping Darienne. April, carry on. Keep calm and carry on and carry a motherfucking umbrella, because that shit was fucking everything. Oh my God, from the coloring, like the yellow was reminiscent of raincoats and rain boots, with the pink accents, to the turquoise broad to match the turquoise fringe from the rain, and the clear umbrella with the yellow trim. Bitch, when I tell you she did that, woo, she did that. The eyeshadow, she did that. Okay. Laganja, that big high fascinator, was everything. The dress was nothing. That dress looked like Dame Maggie Smith. Like, you're too young of a queen to have on something that ages you that much. Plus, the fabrics for me didn't quite go. Like, I know they were the same color, but whatever fabric like this was, and the part of the train was, with that peach, like, I don't know how many of y'all actually go to craft stores or fabric stores, but that's like the cheapest lace they make, and you could tell it's the cheap lace. Like, that's what that looked like to me. So, I love the fascinator and the hair and the makeup, but I even like the collar. I just didn't like the rest of the dress. Gia Gunn, bitch, you know this ain't your best drag. on the episode where you was like, but how is she though? But how is she though? You pulled out better looking shit than that. I didn't know what that was for, but that definitely was not your best drag at all. You wore a cat suit, a spandex cat suit, and this headpiece that ain't have nothing to do with nothing with the bodysuit. Like I was just confused. But the body looks right. The body looks right. Adore, to me, this is one of the best looks I'd ever seen Adore in. The black dress with the mermaid tail, the big red hair, the black fascinator, the high black gloves, just a little jewelry to set it off. To me, this is Adore. To me, this is Adore. And best drag for her at that time, yeah. But I liked it. I did. I really rather liked it on her. Ben de la Creme I thought was absolutely adorable. But again, like these looks that you guys are giving best drag, like, and I know it's subject, but I just feel like when they say best drag, they want something show-stopping. If it's not going to be a gown, they want a showstopper. That was a cute outfit. Show-stopping? No. She's also another one that had on black shoes, but I didn't mind because everything else was so matchy-matchy and it wasn't gold or silver. So it didn't bother me as much on her. Plus it wasn't directly because this is a bodysuit, so it wasn't like, okay, you got a silver dress to your ankle and then your shoe is black. Like it was very high up. And then like because it was like a glittery leopard pattern, it kind of looked like it was picking up some black, so I didn't mind it so much with her. And then Vivacious. Girl, no. I'm all for the club kids. I'm down with Michael Ealig and James St. James. I've watched Party Monster 1,000 fucking times. I get the club kid thing. But again, best drag, you're like, this is one of Vivacious's iconic looks. It looks like you worn it a few times, first and foremost. It just doesn't look fresh anymore. The corset was not tight enough. Maybe you should have did some updates to it before you brought it to Drag Race. The makeup wasn't blended very well. It was just a no for me. It's just not, it just wasn't good. Okay, so obviously Team Milk won the challenge because Team Adore was fucking trash, except for Ben de la Creme. This is what I was talking about with this shade that I'm starting to catch on to. So when they're showing the videos, they actually show. Now these videos, they're supposed to tape it and then edit it together for it to be a thing. I broke my glasses. They're supposed to be edited together so it can be a thing. That long ass pause that Vivacious had, even if that was her best take, y'all couldn't have edited out that long ass pause. No, you could have. You absolutely could have. In fact, you would have. That's one. For two, nobody in that group was good. But you're like, oh, but Adore gets it. But she was so unprepared and she was the leader. Bitch, if that would have been The Apprentice, if I could just do one video that I ain't got to bring up motherfucking Syracuse Orange Man. But if this was The Apprentice and you was the team leader and your shit fell apart like that, you gone. You're fired. So the fact that she was not even in the bottom, she should have been in the bottom on her first episode with that fucking wrapped around fucking fabric. She should have been in the bottom for this one because not only was she the team leader, they said she was the least prepared out of everybody. She should have been in the bottom. They said April was miscast. Well, who cast her? Adore. So Adore should have been in the bottom. But it ended up being Vivacious and April. When really, in all honesty, had they edited out that long ass pause, it should have been Adore and April. And April would have sent her ass home because let me tell you about this lip sync bitch. Even though they had these grown ass men dancing to this little tiny ass, teeny bopper ass song, because this Selena Gomez wasn't blowing up yet. This is some old corny shit they had her put it on here because you get, if y'all ever watch Sex in the City, first you get the gays, then you get the girls, then you get the networks. that's what they did. Because they nobody want to fucking lip sync to no damn Selena Gomez back then. But anyway, they were turning the party on the lip sync. Real shit. Real shit, to the point where I was like, damn, I know it was too early in the season, and just based off the editing, y'all was trying to get rid of Vivacious anyway. But you really should have saved both of them, because that was a very, very good, very, very close lip sync. We'll get into that later on in the season, because that just made me remember when they saved. I'm not going to tell y'all, this might be some of y'all's first time watching episode 6, but let me just tell you, when they did save 2 people, one of them clearly won, to me. But we'll get into that when that episode comes. So, thank you again for watching. If you are not already subscribed, go ahead and do that. Also, follow me on Twitter, Jimmy Pink, same way it's spelled here. Same way it's spelled here, Jimmy with an I, Pink with a Y. And for my subscribers, thank you. Be on the lookout, because I am going to be doing a video once I hit 1,500 subscribers, specifically for my subscribers. So be on the lookout for that. And that's really all I got to do. I mean, all I got to say. So for those of y'all who just watch my Drag Race reviews, I'll see you guys next week. So, deuces.